Deuces low. There's 144,000 at stake. And let's win the dough. Card Shark! And here's the star of Card Shark, Rodney1279. Thank you, everybody, and welcome to the Card Shark Showdown. Glad to have you with us on this May 15th day of 2014. This is Season 3, Episode 19. We have not done a game of Card Sharks in a while, and before we get into this game, we did a voting video and determined if we're going to do the board game or the computer game. You guys voted for the computer game, so that's what we're going to do. Now let's get to the cards. And we have our contestants playing in the forms of Justin Bowling.
Hey there.
And Michael Batton.
That's right.
And on Justin's last game, he has won $10,600. Are you all up for the Card Sharks again, Justin?
It's been a long time since I tended my brain, but we'll see.
And Mikey, I know you anxious to play, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get down to business. I'll explain the rules briefly to the home audience in case anybody have not seen the game before. What these guys are going to do, they're going to answer my high-low toss-up questions for control of the cards. And the object of the game is for them to work their way across the board with the 5 cards that are on the board, predicting whether the cards are higher or lower than the ones before it. And you'll see how it goes in a minute. Now, we changed the rules a little bit to amend this computer program. Each game is worth $1,000. And the player who does win 2 games out of 3 games will go under the money cards for a total of $144,000. Not bad, isn't it?
Oh yeah, not bad.
Well, if we're ready, we'll start off with our first question. And Justin, this first question is going to you, okay?
All right.
We asked 100 people, have you ever paid a surprise visit to some friend, only to discover they were having a party you weren't invited to? How many people said this has happened to them?
Going to a friend's house only to realize that they were having a party that they weren't invited to?
That's correct.
I'd have to say that would have to be very low, because, I mean, if they had a party, then I'm sure they let their friends, all their friends know, so maybe 25?
Okay, Justin believes it's 25. Okay, Mikey, do you believe that number is higher or lower than 25?
I think it's lower.
Lower than 25. Now, if it is lower, Mikey, you'll play your cards. If it's not lower, then Justin will play his cards. Here's the question. Here's the answer. How many people said that this has happened to them? The actual number of people that said that they weren't invited to this party is 14. It is lower. Good job, Mikey.
All right.
Okay, your opening card is the king. Now, you can change the card if you want to or play it.
Oh, no. Let's go lower.
Lower than the king. It's a 7.
Freeze.
He's freezing on the 7, keeping Justin away from his cards. And Mikey, this is your question. And I'm going to scratch out this question right here. This pen is not working. Hold on one second, guys. Little bit of technical issues there, but we'll fix it. All right, we're on to our next question. Mikey, this is your question. We found 100 house husbands. These are all men who stay home and take care of the house and kids while their wife works. And asked them, are you the boss in your house? How many house husbands said yes, they're the boss in their house?
Oh, that's got to be a pretty high number. I'll have to say 42.
Going 42. All right, Justin, do you believe it is higher or lower than 42?
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than 42. Let's check it out. The actual number of house husbands that say yes, they're the boss in their house is 76. It is not lower, it is higher. So, Mikey, you got it. Okay, now,
Yeah.
so you have the 7. What do you want to do with that 7, Mikey?
You change that, please.
When you win the question, you got the privilege of changing the card. The 7 becomes an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a king.
Lower.
Lower than the king. It's a 7.
Freeze.
Freezing on that 7. He's 1 card away from winning his first game and $1,000. Justin, this is your question. We asked 100 8th grade boys and girls in Phoenix, Arizona, do you think you'll ever be as old-fashioned as your parents? How many 8th graders said they'll never be that old-fashioned? Never. That's N-E-V-E-R.
Oh, 8th graders may think that, but you know they may think differently whenever they hit the age of 70 and 80 and all that.
Uh-huh.
But because they were 8th graders at the time that this question was asked, that may have to be a very low number for here. Maybe 21.
Okay, Justin says 21. Okay, is it higher or lower than 21, Mikey?
I'll say it's higher.
Higher than 21. Let's check it out. The number of 8th graders that said they'll never be that old-fashioned is 89. A lot higher. Good job.
I misunderstood. I was thinking wrong. What am I?
Yeah. All right, Mikey, you have that 7. You want to play that card or change it?
Change that 7, please.
That 7 becomes a 5.
All right, higher.
For the first game and $1,000, higher than the 5? No! It's a 2.
Ah.
So, Justin, break for you. You have to play that first card. It's the king.
Lower, please.
Lower than the king. It's a jack.
I'll try it lower.
Lower than a jack. No! A double! And that is, this is our 4th and final question, so somebody must win on this play of the card. So control is very critical. This question is going to Mikey. Here's your question, Mikey.
All right.
We asked 100 married men, do you say nasty things about your mother-in-law behind her back? How many married men admit they do?
Most men wouldn't like their mother-in-law, so that's got to be a high number.
I got a feeling after this question's revealed, we're going to see some ass kicking later on.
Right!
To all the husbands, we salute you. And I'll say 69.
Going with 69. Okay. All right, is it higher or lower than 69, Justin?
I'll try lower, please.
Going lower. All right, this is an important decision. Let's check it out. The actual number of married men that admit they do is 22. It is lower. Good job, Justin. Now, you have a decision to make. You have the king showing. You have 4 cards to go in order to win this game. And you have the power to change that king if you want to. Mikey has 1 card to go and he has a 5 showing. He does not have the power to change that card. Now, you have a choice. Do you want to play it yourself or pass it to Mikey?
5s are pretty decent. And he's only 1 card away. Crap. You know what?
Yes.
Let's go for it. I'm playing.
He's going for it. Now, do you want to keep that king?
Yes.
Make 1 mistake, Justin, and Mikey wins the first game.
Lower, please.
Lower than the king. It's a queen. Continue.
Lower, please.
Lower than the queen. It's a 10. Continue.
Lower, please.
Lower than a 10. No, it's a double. And Mikey, you won the first game at $1,000. Oh, that was a good game.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All right, now we go to our second round. And Justin, you'll start this round. Yup, we dealt 5 more cards from the same deck and put them on the board. So, Justin, you need this one to tie it up, okay?
Yeah.
Justin, we asked 100 airline pilots. Has an airline ever lost your luggage? How many pilots said yes, an airline has lost their luggage?
$29.
He's going with 29. Mikey, do you believe that answer is higher or lower than 29?
Higher.
Higher than 29. Let's check it out. The number of airline pilots that has lost their luggage is 62. It is higher. Good job, Mikey.
All right.
All right, Mikey, your opening card is a 5. You can play it or change it.
I think I'll play it and go higher.
Higher than a 5. No, it's a 3. Justin, you get a free shot. It's a 6.
And I've got to play this one.
Correct.
Higher, please.
Higher than a 6. No, it's a 4. No good. All right, next question, and it goes to Mikey. Mikey, we found 100 women across the country who live in towns with populations of 10,000 or less, and asked them, are you afraid to go out alone on the street at night? How many women who live in small towns say yes, they are afraid to go out alone?
I'd say no matter where you go to the big city or small towns, it's still not safe to go out at night, so I'll say 54.
He's going with 54.
And what's the question?
Okay,
What was his answer?
54.
Thank you.
There it is. All right, and Justin, is it higher or lower than 54? You want the question repeated again?
Please.
Okay, the question is, we found 100 women across the country who live in towns with populations of 10,000 or less, and asked them, are you afraid to go out alone on the street at night? How many women who live in small towns said yes? And Mikey said 54.
10,000 or less may not be that populated. Is it?
Huh?
10,000 is not a real popular number for people, isn't it?
Not really.
Okay. Well, then it may be all right, actually, because there's not as much crime, probably. So I'm going to have to go lower.
He's going lower. All right, let's see the answer here. The actual number of women who live in small towns that say yes, they're afraid to go out in the dark at night is 20. Good job, Justin. It is lower.
All right.
Okay, let's see what your opening card is. Justin, your opening card is a 6. You can play it or change it.
Bust that 6 in the ass.
Bust that 6 in the ass, and we change it to a 3, a good card.
Higher, please.
Higher than a 3. It's a 4.
Higher, please.
Higher than a 4. It's an ace.
Lower, please.
Lower than ace. Oh no, it's a double. I'm sorry about that. Well, Mikey, free chance for you. You have the 5.
Go higher.
Higher than a 5. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. No, it's a queen. No progress there. Now we go to our third question. It goes to Justin. We asked 100 married women, have you ever forged your husband's signature? How many women said they have forged their husband's signature, Justin?
Okay. What does that mean exactly?
It means they falsified their husband's signature, writing his name on a check or something.
Exactly.
Oh, probably not a lot would do that. I don't think I've ever did that. So
Remember, we asked one to marry women, Justin.
yeah, 27.
He's going with 27.
All right.
All right, and Mikey, do you believe it's higher or lower than 27?
I think it is a little higher.
Higher than 27. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of married women who said they have forged their husband's signature is 55. It is higher. Good job, Mikey. All right, Mikey, you have the 5 to work with. Do you want to play it or change it?
You know what? I'll keep it and go higher.
Higher than a 5. It's an ace.
Lower.
Lower than ace. It's a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a 10.
Lower.
If it's lower than a 10, you'll win the game of $2,000 and you'll go off to the money cards for $144,000. If it is not lower, then you go all the way back to your 5. Lower than a 10, you champion, Mikey! Congratulations, Mikey. You have $2,000.
Good, Justin.
And Justin, you're not going home empty-handed. You're going home with $10,600. Justin, our congratulations, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to do the money cards. And we're going to allow you to cut the cards on the money cards just like you did for the main game. Now, as you know, in this version of the money cards, we're playing for $144,000.
Right.
So, you can earn a lot of money very quickly. Now, the $2,000 is yours from the main game. Now, on the bottom level, we start you off with $1,000 and you want to work your way across the first level, predicting whether the cards are higher or lower than the ones before it. Then we're going to move you up to the second level in which we add another $1,000 of new betting money. $50 is the minimum bet until you get to the big bet in which you must bid at least half of your money. And we're going to give you 3 help cards to help you out in case if you mess up. Okay, Mikey?
Gotcha.
Now, what number do you want between 1 and 52 to cut the deck?
You know what? Give me number 45.
Going 45.
Yes.
Setting up the cards. And here is $1,000.
Alright.
Alright, and let's see the opening card. For $1,000, you have a 2.
All of it higher.
Everything higher than a 2. Yeah, that's a 6. You're up to $2,000 and a 6.
Wait, hang on one second here. Alright, there we go. Oh, yeah, change that card with number 2.
Okay, he's going to change the card. The 6 becomes a 9. You have $2,000 and a 9, Mikey.
I'll say 500 lower.
$500 lower than the 9. No, it's higher. So you're down to $1,500 and you have a jack.
All of it lower.
Everything lower than the jack. Good, you have a 5. You're up to $3,000, so we move you up to the second level and we add $1,000 to your score. You're up to $4,000 and you have a 5. You want to keep that card or change it?
1,000 higher.
$1,000 higher than the 5. No, it's a 4.
Oh, well.
That takes you down to $3,000, Mikey.
Same amount higher.
Okay, $1,000 higher than the 4. All right. Well, the bad news is you lost $1,000, but you brought yourself a good card, a 2.
All of it higher.
Everything higher than a 2. Good, a 10. You have $4,000. Now you're at the big bet, Mikey, in which you must bid at least half of your money on it. But first of all, you want to keep the 10.
Yeah, I'll bet 2,000 lower.
All right, if you're right, Mikey, we'll give you $6,000, and that will bring your total to $8,000 for the game. If not, then you'll go down to $2,000. Lower than the 10. It is low. Good job, Mikey. All right, Mikey, with your winnings in the game, you have $8,000. And you'll play your next game on another episode, Mikey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, guys, this is Rodney1279 signing off, saying be safe, be careful, and take care, everybody. Goodbye. Cause Short has been an RTF JVD production.